Hey everyone, what is going on? It is Nathan here and welcome back to the best of 21 series between the Viper and Jordan 23. The score now lies currently at 8-6 to Jordan, and Viper now taking that really quick win in the previous game, but this is going to be game 15, which, you know what, is going to be pretty darn cool actually. This, my friends, is Aztecs on Arabia, and that's something you don't really expect to see these guys playing. Arena is not really one of those maps which these guys do play. It's certainly one which I haven't actually seen these guys play at all, which is going to be pretty entertaining actually. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how these guys play it out. Now, I've said that phrase quite a lot in this series because, you know, that's kind of true actually, because of all these new maps and all these, well, not new maps, just all these different maps that they have to play, the variety of civs, the different sort of game modes as well actually. It really lends itself to different strategies, different gameplay, and different lovely viewings, which is going to be really cool. And it has been pretty cool so far, but this is going to be game 15. My god, we are nearing the end almost, and this is going to be pretty damn cool to see who wins this one. On Arena, everything is just so different because we have to see fast castling, and that means there's going to be no flushes at all. And since these guys are both playing as the Aztecs, yeah, we have got Viper here playing as the Aztecs down to the south of the map in the usual yellow, and of course we have Jordan 23 playing as the Aztecs as well up to the north in his usual grey. So usual colours, different map, different civs. Should be pretty cool, I have to say. Now, the Aztecs are such a great civ on Arena. One thing is their monks are going to be so great, and you know, we have seen so many games from Eddie just going for all-out monks and just securing so many relics and just going WOLO to his enemies and just completely owning it up. And so we may see this from both these guys as well, or we may see something completely different, which should be pretty cool to see if they do. I don't know what they could go for. I mean, you know, we might even see a tower go up here and just go for a tower hop down to the bases. That'll be pretty cool indeed. That's something which I've never seen before, but if they go for that, then kudos to the guy who does, because that's something which we don't really see every day. But that's probably going to be pretty unlikely because it's just too, I guess, just too risky to do that. But even so, this is going to be cool. So with Fast Castle, it's going to be on the cards. In fact, it probably will happen. It's probably going to be quite inevitable, considering that they are playing as the Aztecs, and considering that there are just going to be so many relics right here. Or in fact, there are going to be relics. And you know what? Viper does have a really nice map, purely because he's got all these relics very close to his base. He's got two right here, immediately outside his gate over here. He's got one right beside his gold pile, I believe. Yeah, there we go. And one, then there's two left, two to his right even, down here, which is kind of on a no man's land, but both these guys could go for this one. But Viper now with a seemingly better map, just because of these relics, of the relics placement. And as the Aztecs, you do really want to get those relics because you have a 33% relic bonus, which is really powerful as well. As you can see here, there we go, relics generate plus 33% gold, which is just so great. And one thing as well is that relics are going to have to be captured by monks, and Aztec monks make the best monks. They have the best monks in the game, just because their monks do get 5 HP more every time you research a technology from a monastery, and that's just such a great bonus for them to have, which makes their monks really powerful. Their monks will end up having so much HP, and it'll take like a paladin to kill. It'll take so long for a paladin to kill them, which is kind of strange, but even though, so there we go. This is just AOC. This is how it goes, and this is how AOC rolls, I guess. But no, we will see fast casting from both these guys, and it's time to speed things up right here. Jordan now has a pretty bad gold, it's right in front, so castle from these guys, well, castle from the Viper could potentially deny Jordan any gold. He does have these two right at the back, which he probably has scouted, but even so, that's a pretty big gold pile to lose right there. Obviously, going with monks is really going to be, it's going to be hard on your gold count, because you need to get those gold mines and gold miners in, because gold is going to be so crucial here. Monks cost 100 gold each, which is just so much. It's quite a lot of gold if you think about it. And well, he has to keep this really secure. Meanwhile, the Viper also has a pretty bad gold placement as well. It's on the front, but unlike Jordan, it's not so far to the front right here. But even so, it's going to be pretty difficult to defend if monks come over here and try to convert these villages, which is never a good thing to see. But even so, both these guys get into the feudal age, and right now, nothing much is happening, which is kind of expected. We don't expect to see any flushes. We don't expect to see any drushes, that's for sure. That's just completely mad to see a drush from any of these guys. But there we go. We're going to see these two feudal age buildings come up very soon. And Viper now is going to be behind by just a little bit, because Jordan seems to be getting a bit of deer, actually. There we go, a bit of deer right here, because he does have quite a lot of gold food ready in the bank right here, and the Viper lacking a tiny bit just there, but he managed to get a little bit left, and there we go, he's up to the castle wage as well. So there we go, castle wage going to be monks, and lots of monks indeed. And we can see that Viper now adding in quite a lot of guys, lots of villagers onto gold. We got 8 villagers on gold here for him, and only 6 villagers for Jordan at the moment. So Viper looking to be more heavy in monks, I believe, and that's something which is going to be really nice for him to do, because these wrecks are going to be so important. They're going to be a really nice investment. And well, we do see barracks coming up for Viper as well. Same for Jordan. So looks like they might go for eagles. Of course, eagles are going to be so great to aim against monks, just because they are scouts. So that does mean that they are going to be pretty resistant to conversions, and they're going to be pretty nice against monks, because they do have an attack bonus against them. And the first monks should be coming out very soon for the Viper. There we go, first monks are coming out right here. Same for Jordan, and they're going to be making those lovely eagle eyes as well. And we'll see when these guys are going to be researching forging, actually. That'll be pretty interesting as well, because with so many monks out here, it's going to be pretty wise to create lots of eagles as well, just to deal with all these monks that are just roaming around. So forging going to be pretty nice for them to go for. And as you can see here, Viper now going to try and go for the nearest relic, which is going to be nice. It's going to be nice. He's going to have that really nice bonus, which is going to be further enhanced by the Aztec team bonus, which is right here. And yeah. So Viper now with 2 monasteries. He might even go for a 3rd if he's like Eddie, but at the moment, no, he's not going to go for 3, because he just doesn't really have enough to go with for 3. He probably won't know. He doesn't have enough villagers on the gold just yet, and well, we'll see when these guys go for the wrecks right here, because these wrecks are worth fighting for. There are 2 of them right here, which are very close to each other, and they're going to be really good to get. But Viper now going to be securing a relic already, and going to be going for a few more. Why are things so slow? I don't know why. It seems really slow. Is it just me, or does it seem really slow? I don't know. But even so, Viper now going to be coming over here just to try and see what he can get. Obviously that's going to be pretty suicidal, considering that there are these eagles right here. So Jordan could try to go for these monks right here if he wants to, and a monk. If a monk manages to convert an eagle warrior, that's going to be nice. But if he then loses the monk, then is that really going to be great? Is that really going to be equal? Because a monk costs 100 gold, an eagle warrior costs 20 food and 50 gold, which to me is not going to be. That's not a really good trade, I believe. Not going to be such a great trade, especially when eagle warriors are just so expensive. No, they just take so long to actually convert. But even so, when will these guys actually go for the regs right here? It's going to be really tough. Jordan can actually just nab them right here, but it looks like he doesn't actually know that Viper is right over on his base. So I think Jordan could try to just nab them right here. The thing is, he seems very cautious, and you know what? I don't blame him at all. If I were him, I'll be very cautious at taking these relics. Of course, this is he has explored this. So if this relic were to just vanish from his point of view, from his POV, then he will know that Viper has taken that relic, and he will know that he can go and attack that monk which has the relic. So yeah, it's going to be really, really difficult to see these guys, to have these guys try to get the relics, and we're going to have a pretty nice battle right here, it seems. Viper now going to try and go for get the conversions, but Jordan now going to try and go for the monks instantaneously, and he's going to be picking them off really quickly indeed. And Viper now losing quite a few monks very quickly, but Jordan now losing quite a few monks from the conversions. And now it seems very, very equal actually. But who's going to win this? It seems so close. But both these guys are going to have to back away. And I think that Jordan did come up a lot better, slightly better, because Viper now. Well, as you can see here, there were quite a few yellow bodies on the floor. Quite a few grey ones as well, but there were just a bit more that Viper has lost. And you can see here, Jordan now taking the score advantage as well, the score. And well, he should try to go for the he should try to go for the Rex right now. I don't see why not. That would be a good idea for him to do so. And at the moment, he really needs to get some more guys onto gold. And currently, he only has this one monastery in comparison to the Viper's 2. And where did the Viper? Ah, there we go. We have a bit of gold, a stone right here, stone income. So it looks like he will be going for some more. Maybe a castle actually. That would be pretty cool actually. A castle would be great because then he could try to harass this gold right here. If a castle goes up right here, then Jordan's gold right here will be GG instantly. And so he'll be forced to take the gold over here, and that's not going to be so great because there just isn't enough of them. But then again, Viper now is going to be losing these 2 relics right here, which is not going to be so great. But even so, he has got what, 3 relics in here? Yeah, 3 relics, and that's pretty good for him. Now, if this were Conquest, then Jordan will be pretty screwed because he hasn't actually got this relic right here. He will have it eventually, but Jordan now coming in here, going to be met by Viper's Eagle Warriors, and well, we'll see what's going to happen because Jordan now is going to be losing this relic to the monk of the Viper, and although Viper might just lose his monk army, he will be able to secure this relic, which is going to be the important thing. And yeah, it looks like Viper may just lose all his monks. And Jordan looks like he has lost his monks as well, but unlike the Viper, Jordan does have these Eagle Warriors here as well. And 4+3 probably means that he has researched what's it called, forging, and that's going to be great for him. And now Jordan now with a pretty huge score lead, 400 score lead, and that's just due to the number of kills he's got right now, I believe. And both these guys seem to be on 3 TCs, I believe. So yeah, 3 TC is going to be real nice for them to have, and Viper definitely will be going for a castle. It's going to be inevitable because look how many guys he's got on gold, stone even. So many people on stone, and right now that's going to be really nice for him to do. And considering that these guys are both having so much farms going on. Going up, then it does mean that they will be going to the Imperial Age very soon as well, which should be pretty nice because the Imperial Age just means that they're going to get a lot more researchers and therefore be able to get to increase the HP of the monks even more. And what's more, the Aztecs in Imperial are just pretty nuts, I have to say. Igor is going to be getting to Elite, and that's going to be really, really nice. And we even have a castle right here, which, you know, is kind of in a strange position. He may try to put it out on the front a bit more, but, you know, it could be pretty risky. It could mean that these villagers might get converted, and therefore delay his castle time. But it's safe. He's playing the safe right here, and he's probably going to get it just to get out his second castle age building. He already has one right here, and well, I was actually expecting a siege workshop, but considering the number of Igors out on the map, it's pretty risky to get them out of Mangonel, especially when the Mangonel doesn't really do much damage to a monk with 50 HP. Now, yeah, Viper now is going to have 4 relics right here, which is pretty nuts, if you ask me. But now he's going to the Imperial Age, and Jordan is kind of lagging behind a little bit. He has got he just needs a bit more food actually. In fact, when I say a bit more food, he does need about 500 more food. And right now he was just housed a little bit, so that wasn't so great for him. But it doesn't really matter because now Viper. Well, it does matter. What am I saying? Viper now getting up to the Imperial Wage in a very, very nice time indeed. 27 minutes. That's the time that I would get to the Imperial Wage. And considering that both these guys have been creating so many monks as well, that's pretty impressive. Which is really impressive actually. Yeah, it's really impressive. Now Jordan finally getting to the Imperial Wage, but well, both these guys now still getting lots of stone, so it looks like they will be getting some more castles out very soon, and forward barracks coming up for Jordan as well, so looks like he will be going for Elite Eagle Warriors, I believe. Elite Eagle Warriors should be a really nice way to go for the Aztecs. But however, we may, and that'd be really cool if we do, we may even see champions, and well, consider the number of barracks now putting up, it could be likely, but even so, these barracks could be made for Eagle Warriors, they could be made for champions, and if we do see Aztec champions come up, that'll be pretty darn cool, and I'm really pumped up to see what's going to happen in the next few moments. In fact, I'm willing to speed things up just a little bit as well. Viper now sending a few villagers right here to do what? What's he going to do? He's going to probably try to take this gold right here, maybe, or take this gold at, yeah. He's going to take this gold, which is going to be a safe option. But now Viper going to run into these Eagle Warriors from the Jordan. Going to be, wow, missing that entirely right there for some reason. But no, he's not. He's coming back here and probably going to try and kill off as much as he can. But yeah, long swordsmen are going to be coming out for him. You know, long swordsmen are going to be a really nice counter to Eagle Warriors, because they just do a lot more damage and they just have a bit more HP as well. Plus, the Aztec champions, well, they're going to be Aztec champions very soon. In fact, TyRanTs swordsman is being researched as we speak right here, and both these guys can afford to get on the champion line going, because they just have quite a few farms right here. So that's going to be pretty nice indeed. And well, we may just see a huge champion war, which should be really, really cool. And that's something which we don't see from Aztecs all the time. It's sort of the Goth thing to do, because, well, the Goths just are an infantry civilization. They're just so good, just have such great infantry. But the Aztecs can be really nice as well. And no garden wars just yet. No, that's just too expensive for the time being. But trebuchets are being created from the Viper, and he is going to be liking to take down his castle very, very soon. In fact, he's queued up 2 right there, so he's going to be, whoa, he's going to be pumped to try and take down this castle right here. And right now, with these researches, he's got +1 attack and +2 defense. Viper now, Jordan now lacking the forging right now, but he does have the +2. And Jordan now attacking that monastery, which I think is a good option for him to do, because then it means that he can delay the red goal that Viper gets. As well as that, these trebuchets aren't going to be so effective against other trebuchets because they're just so inaccurate. And I don't know what Viper's doing, I don't know what Jordan's doing. He's trying to attack right here, which I think is a mistake because he knows he's pretty outnumbered. And well, this monastery can maybe go down actually, because there are 2 trebuchets firing on it, and there we go, these wrecks have just popped out, and monasteries can go down to Chinatown. But now Viper has a lot of champions right here. Yes, they're now upgraded to champions, and they could go and kick some ass, which should be pretty cool. And 3, my god, look at that, 3 trebuchets right here, and researching Gardens Wars as well. So this is going to be pretty damn cool. Oh my god, Aztec champions are just totally badass. Look at that. Look at that swagger. And yeah, they should be coming in here, gonna be rolling here and just kicking butt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he just goes all in with champions alone. In fact, he's now stopped champion production, which is kind of strange. No, he's continuing to queue them up right here. And he does have a good number of them as well, but then again, Jordan does have as well. But Viper will be getting Garden Wars in just a second, and there we go, 313 plus 5 attack. That is no small amount, and he can just come in here and totally destroy the champions from Jordan. Sure, he may be fighting underneath the shadow of Jordan's castle, but it probably could be worth it. It potentially could be worth it, because now he has got +4 as well, +4 defense. That's something which Jordan is lacking as well. And now we can see that the power of the Aztec champion is just completely rolling here, decimating everything in their paths. And this castle probably going to go down as well, actually, because Viper now going to be rolling here with so many champions, and he could maybe just take us down with champions right here as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if he takes us down, because Viper has just got so much and Jordan does not. He does not have what's it called? I don't know what it's called, but he doesn't have +2 attack just yet, and nor does he even have Garden Wars. And well, this castle will go down eventually, and Viper is just absolutely shredding the champions from Jordan, and we may see some siege very soon, some more siege, because we may see Heavy Scorpions. Heavy Scorpions is going to be a really nice counter to his champions, or we may see some Arbalest coming up, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a great option, considering that there are just so many of these guys, and going for Arbalest is just going to be so expensive, considering that they haven't actually gone for archers at all in this game. But now with his castle down even, he could just run here and just destroy everything, and in fact that's exactly what he's doing. And looks like now he's going to try and take down his barracks right here, and he does definitely have a huge eco. Look at that, such a huge gold food eco, and that's something that's just a thing you need for the Aztecs if you're going for champions. For the Aztecs, for stuff like the Aztecs and the Goths, you do want to get lots of gold and food as well, but mainly food, because that's exactly what infantry needs. And well, he's going to be able to roll in here, destroy all these buildings, and just come in here and probably be able to wipe out the rest of Jordan's army. And Jordan knows that he can't fight this. He has +2, which is going to be nice, but it's not going to be anything compared to the +6 that the Viper now has got. And he will be getting the final upgrade, which I think is Blast Furnace. Yeah, it must be. But now forward castle coming up for the Viper, and Viper is looking to be in a really good position right here. He's now denied this gold, what's left of this gold pile from Jordan, and he should be rolling here and going to be doing some stuff. I said rolling here for such a long, wow, so many times already, which is like what? And but now Viper is going to be destroying these monasteries, and that is a nice target to go for. With no monasteries, it means that he can't get any relics anymore, so he won't have the relic bonus at all. And as you can see here, Jordan definitely has a lot less gold in the bank. And now, well, Viper does he have Blast Furnace? Not yet, but he should get it very soon. In fact, he does have, yeah, there we go, Blast Furnace is being researched, and well, Viper is looking to be in a very nice position. Sure, Jordan now does have quite a lot of champions as well, but it's nowhere near the amount that Viper has got. And the Viper now is going to be able to afford pumping him out as well. And although these backs are just all idle for some reason, he's still able to just destroy these military production buildings from Jordan, and just be able to make sure that Jordan has not got any buildings to actually create any more champions. And well, we'll see if they go for any Jaguars. Of course, Jaguar is going to be a good counter to champions, since they are anti-infantry, and that's something which is kind of cool, I guess, that infantry counters infantry. The same way that champions counter Eagles, the same way that Eagles do counter things like Halberdier. But you're now going to be trying to focus on the trebuchets, which is going to be a good thing for him to do, but he's just going to be completely destroyed by the champions of now Viper, which should have Blast Furnace right now. And there we go, I just had research being done. The 13 + 8, that's no small amount. That's huge. I have to say, that's pretty huge, that's pretty nuts. That's more than an Elite Tectonic Knight does. Tectonic Knight, my god. Teutonic Knight, Tectonic Plates. No. Tectonic Knights. Oh my god. But no, Viper now going to be going in here and going to be just rolling here and going to be destroying things as usual. So this looks like it's going to be GT to Jordan. Jordan could be going for his final stand right here. He could be trying to do whatever he can to try and neutralize the Viper's army, but he knows that he can't fight this, because Viper does seem to have a lot more champions. And although that Jordan now does have +8 as well, Viper just has so many more. I feel, and he's just able to create a lot more as well. Jordan still has enough resource, but the thing that he's lacking now is just the military production buildings, because at the moment he does not have enough, and it's just being taken down so quickly as well. And yeah, Viper now coming in here. Sure, his champions are being killed off as well, but it just leaves his trebuchets open to destroy whatever he can destroy. All these mills, all these buildings, all these houses. And Viper now going to be killing off Jordan very quickly. Jordan going to be forced into a tiny corner, which is exactly what he has, which is exactly what Viper was in last game, I believe. Yeah, last game. And Viper's army looks like it's kind of non-existent, but even so, he is still continuing to flood these guys in from so many backs at a time. So Viper now, yeah, he's going to be able to finish this off because he does have the resource for it. In fact, he has quite a lot of gold, which is like, okay. He could be doing some more stuff with that gold. He could be getting a few more farms out maybe, because so many of these barracks are kind of idle as well, which is not so great, but you know, he still can afford this. And Viper now going to be taking that game, making the score 8-7 to the Viper. This is being game 15. Viper taking that game. This was amazing. This was amazing. Pretty nuts game, actually, I have to say. From monks to eagle warriors to champions, and that was a pretty nice push from the Viper. That was absolutely awesome. He was just relentless. He knew where to go, and he pushed in there, and he killed Jordan off. So there we go. Well played, Viper. And the score now lies currently at 8-7 to Jordan. And this has been game 16, 15 even. This has been NKZStryker Nathan, and I'll see you guys in game 16.